Alright guys, how's it going? So, no John Henry at yesterday's cup final, but Tom Werner was there, the Liverpool chairman. Yeah, that's right. So, someone said on a live stream after the game last night, did you see Jurgen and Werner blank each other, during when the boss went to get the trophy or whatever? I didn't see that, so I can't comment on that, because the minute the game finished, I literally jumped onto the desk. Well, I didn't jump onto the desk, otherwise it would just crash to pieces. No, I jumped on the computer, and went live. So I didn't see any of the post-match stuff or much of the celebrations, really. So then obviously I have to turn it off when it's on the screen behind me in case you get DMCA'd by YouTube. So I didn't see that. I don't know anything about that. So you might want to check the comments on this video to see if anybody's got an opinion on that. But what I did see was a photograph of Werner and Klopp on the pitch, basically, going to embrace, both really, really happy as they were looking at each other. So that was good to see. And since Jurgen announced his intention to leave Liverpool Football Club, I've been very critical of Werner and Henry because they haven't issued any quotes themselves about him leaving. And I thought, it doesn't sound right, this, not always looking for a conspiracy. So I just thought, well, I just don't like it. And I still don't. There was a statement from Hulk Hogan or whatever he's called, saying on behalf of, FSG, the ownership or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But nothing from Werner or Henry, although good old Linda was flying the flag for them. But she's not FSG, right? She's not the chairman and she's also not the principal owner. But she does her bit without a doubt. And I do like her, to be honest with you. But, it just makes you wonder, were they a bit disappointed? Not necessarily something gone off where they've fallen out or anything like that. But, are they really that disappointed that they were like, well, we're not fucking saying anything, sort of thing. So for me personally, I was happy to see Werner and Klopp, cool, as the boss would say, right? So that's a good thing, yeah, because we don't want to have, conspiracy theories, and we don't want to try and suggest something's wrong if it isn't. We stick to the facts or the truth as much as we can, right? So it's important that I just point that out, that, I think that suggests that everything's fine with Werner and Klopp. There's no John Henry, so we can't really, say that. And it's exceptionally strange for John Henry not to be there. I'm going to make a video in a minute about that and what's going on behind the scenes with a few things. That will be my next video. John Henry usually attends, the cup final. So at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean about these people? To be honest with you, although I do think that Werner, especially as the chairman of the club, should be there, right? So I genuinely don't care if they're there or not. I do think you should be there if you're supposed to be a chairman or whatever. So maybe I'm contradicting myself, but the reason I'm making this video is because people have been asking. There's a comment on my morning briefing today about was Henry there? So that straight away I was like, oh yeah, just need to mention that. All right. So the main reason for doing the video is I haven't suggested that that there has been a bust-up or anything, but people come on the live stream sometimes and say, do you reckon something's gone off? Because it's weird that Werner hasn't said anything in Klopp. And we're like, all you can answer to that is, don't know, it's a bit weird, but can't tell you. So it's important to follow up when something looks okay. Do you get me drift? I hope you understand why I'm making the video. So Werner and Klopp, sound. We can't say about John Henry. But I'm going to make a video about his no-show in a moment because it's just a little bit of information in that deserves its own video, I think. And I'm getting a notification. Okay, so all right, guys. If you've got any comments about this, I don't think there's anything to say really, unless you saw the bit in the where Klopp and Werner apparently didn't even look. I don't know. I mean, is that just people reading into stuff because the next minute, they're on the pitch and all right, oh, did that come first? I don't know. I genuinely don't give a fuck about them people, to be honest with you. But it's important just to point out that they look perfectly fine to me. All right, guys, if you appreciate the video, please thumbs up, drop me a comment, and I'm off to England tomorrow for the week. So if you want to buy me a bevy, hit that super thanks button. All right.